The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi, and welcome to the Ablesys webinar. Ron here, and we'll take a look at the Able Trend signals and show you the best way to use it. What's nice about the software is that we always combine multiple time frames in one chart, so that paints a nice, clear picture of what's going on behind the scenes and really what we should be doing. And that's what's so helpful. Most especially the no trade zones, which really help to keep us out of the market when it is sideways or choppy. And today was intraday. Today was a very slow-moving, choppy, quick up and down moves type of. That's just the way the market was moving. That's the way the price action was, which nobody could control. But it wasn't helpful, or wasn't good for a day trader, because it was that type of movement that everybody is going to lose on a day like that. Day trading wise, when you have that kind of quick, choppy, quick up and down moves, no trends, just very erratic. That makes it very unpredictable. But the nice part about with Able Trend is that was about half of in the general trading public, because we have the no trade zones that keep us out of the market 50% of the time when it is sideways or choppy. Obviously, no perfect system in the world, I wish, but and that doesn't exist anywhere. But what's so helpful is that we do have those no trade zones to keep us out of trouble and to really cut down on losing trades when the market is in a very erratic, unpredictable state. But we'll take a look at that in a second. Well, let's just take a look at this chart here. And this is a chart that I actually use a lot, myself personally, because I like to trade a little bit more longer term, being that I'm so busy and working and helping everyone during the day. This is a weekly, monthly chart. So it's really good for someone who wants to do more longer-term trading and can't literally be in front of it, because to be successful at any type of day trading, no matter what market you're trading, you have to literally be in front of it all day long. You just don't know when those big moves are coming. They only come a couple times a day, and if you don't catch those big moves, you can't win. The market just doesn't give that many chances. I wish it did, but it doesn't. So most of the day it tends to be kind of sideways and a little flat and a little choppy type day. But there'll usually be a couple of good trends. Today there weren't really many. There was a few good ones that the software picked up, but there wasn't that real big. Normally the real good one that the software always picks up. But that's the way the price action is. So, but if you have like a longer term trade, where you don't have to be in front of it all day long. You're busy, you're working, and you just don't want to do it. Sit in front of the computer all day. Well, you do longer term. I like the weekly, monthly, especially for time in accounts and longer term trading where you don't have to trade that often. And you can see over here on the S&P 500 chart, which is generally considered the whole market. I mean, we had a perfect buy signal here coming out of that when the whole pandemic started a year and a half ago. We had just a fantastic buy signal that was still in today. All the ups and downs were still in today. From 318 on the S&P, we're at 432 today. It's like a 50% move. I mean, that's crazy. And when all the many down days we've had in the last year and a half, Able Trend signal kept you in the trade the whole time. And you have to be very robotic about it. You can't do what you want or what I want. You certainly can't trade on emotion. That is absolutely no chance of anybody in the world winning doing it that way. You got it. This software is doing all these hundreds of calculations, 2 time frames combined into one chart, multiple indicators. No human brain in the world could do one tenth of it. So you got to rely on it and just do what it says. And if you notice, every time it pulled back to weekly support, and by the way, we put those dots in there 5 weeks before that happened. 5 weeks before that happened. Twice, actually 3 times here, it came right back down to support. Able Trend support, those are great places to buy or add to your position, because again, this is for a long-term chart. It's more like a retirement type chart, where you're going to hold on, maybe make 1 trade a year, that type of a chart. In this case, a year and a half, we still haven't gotten out of the trade. 50% winning chart right here. Now, just again, every time, these are fantastic places to add to your positions, regardless of the color of the bar, because this is for long term. When prices pull back to this weekly support. Now, most people go, oh, it's going down. Yeah. I mean, from here to here, when we really think about it, let's just say from here to here, I mean, the S&P dropped like 30 points. That's kind of scary when you're going through it. But if you got the Ablesys chart, it keeps you calm and it say, okay, it's hitting support. Those are fantastic places to buy. Now, this is interesting. We're under support right now. This is very rare because, let's see if I can get that to stay there. There we go. It has never once been under support. Ablesys hidden support. This is our algorithm doing all the calculations, telling us where the true hidden support in the market is. Not one time in the last year and a half, except for the last three weeks now, going on. Well, actually, last week now, but we zoom in closer to show. 3 weeks, 3 out of the last 4 weeks, and of course this week's not over, so it could pop above the blue dot. It's closed under the blue dots, so we're definitely in a little definitely in a little pullback, if you want to call it. Definitely in a little minor correction, whatever word you would like to use. But this is the first time in a year and a half. It certainly was overdue, but it's still in the trade. Still in the trade because it has not closed. Remember, closed under the third lower blue dot below the price, which would be right there. So our stop loss would be exactly at 427 and change. Okay, so if it doesn't go under, let's just say 427, keep it simple. If it doesn't close under 427, well, we're not too worried about it because, as everybody knows, the market's been going higher for over 100 years. 90% of the time, the market goes up versus going down. So we'll stay in it, but just definitely something to keep an eye on right now. At 432, the S&P 500. So before 417 is going to be a tough spot. Now, if it should happen to, and it hasn't gone down this low since the whole pandemic started back in the beginning of March of a year and a half ago. If it should happen to go down to monthly support, and that would be a great place to buy. Now you're really getting in at a discount price. Remember, prices go down, that means they're on sale. That's like walking into the car dealer and you're paying $25,000 for the car today. That was $30,000 maybe a week or a month ago. So that's a good thing, not a bad thing. This is more for a daily, weekly chart. In the trade, maybe a month or so type of a chart. A swing or a longer position trade type chart. And on Apple, you can see here had a really nice sell signal on it a month ago at 146. Apple has not been doing well at all, down to 139. So more than likely, people can trade options on this because it's a high price. Anybody took bought a put option, even over here, any one of these red bars, when you had triple confirmation that it was going to go lower, and how you know that is everything's red. That's pretty good stuff right there. That's a lot of money. That's a good one. So lots of profits on the chart if you can just do what it says. Block out your emotions. You'll do fantastic. It's been working great for 20 years. I promise it's not going to stop working today or tomorrow just because you or I are using it. Prior to that, we had just a huge winning trade, very big winning trade on Apple back in June when the software at the beginning. We took that one all the way up from 130 to 150. And again, more than likely people are going to be trading puts and calls on this one. Good stuff right there. Good stuff. A lot of money on that chart, just simply doing what it says, following the Ablesys trade signals. Okay, I like to split my day trading chart into 4. I always look at the NQ, which is Nasdaq, Russell, RTY, and S&P at the same time. Always, because I want to. When they agree, it just gives you more confidence that that's when you tend to get the bigger moves. Now they don't have to take the trade because you're only looking at one chart. You're only trading off of one chart. But I like to look at all 3 just to see what's going on. I also like to look at the 15-minute, just a straight 15-minute, just to kind of get a bigger picture. And again, you're just using that as 10% of your decision, that type of thing. we're really trading not even 10%, maybe 1%. We're trading off of the 1, 2, 3 chart. We've got 3 time frames, 1 minute, 2 minute, and 3 minute, all combined into one chart. The lower left chart over here is the scalp chart, and that's for getting in and out very quickly. Like for example, just taking a quick look at it. Like here, when the prices hit the red dots and close under the dot, because red is resistance, it means it's going to go down. Which is, it clearly dropped about 30 points here, but a scalp, it just gets out after 5 points. So every time you do that, you'd be out right about there, $100. So that's a great chart for somebody who likes to get in and out very quickly. That would be a losing trade because it closed under it, but as soon as it goes right above it, you're out. That's a winning trade right there. Easily got the 5 points. In fact, you got 30 points, but you don't know that at the time. 5 points every time you do that's $100. Hits a red dot, closes under it, 5 points, a winner. Same thing over here, another winner. Every time that happens, it's $100. Same thing if it hit the arrow and closed under the, or even between the red arrow, you'd go short. Same thing on the blue, you go long. But let me jump in on the trend chart because this tends to be the chart that everybody really likes a lot. And this is the mini Nasdaq chart. First trade of the day, we had triple confirmation. It was a winner. There's your red 1 minute, which is the dot. There's your 2 minute sell signal. It's the arrow, the small arrow. And there's your 3 minute sell signal. It's the big arrow. And so at the close of this bar, or as soon as the next bar opens, which would be right there, regardless of calling that, we have triple confirmation. You're in. There's 2 greens in a row, double green. We put the stop 2 points above, the higher of the 2. A couple seconds later, we're stopped out. Well, first trade worked out okay. It picked up about 20 points. 20 points for a one-lot trader. Now it's $400. I mean, if you trade micros, that's up to you. If that's more than you normally like to trade, then you trade the micros. Everybody's different risk tolerance. Some people love it, and everybody's different account size. Some people small, some people, very big. Okay? This would be a sweet spot. A sweet spot is once the price pulls back up to the red dots, the next closed red bar would be the sweet spot. And then we're stopped out here because the prices went to the second higher level of small red dots. That gave back about 5 points or so. Okay, next trade, no trade zone here is red and blue together. No trade all the way in here. Look at this big, gigantic no trade zone. For about an hour, for about almost an hour, the software said, don't do anything. Leave it alone. It's too risky. It's going to be choppy and sideways. Well, it's a good thing we didn't, because any rest of the world who doesn't have Able Trend was trading then, they lost. It's very choppy. That's a perfect triple confirmation buy signal. Just doesn't get any more clear with Able Trend than that. And that's the beauty of it. It gives you a nice, clear picture, Able Trend. Nice, clear picture of what's going on in the market. All the clues are right on the chart. Blue bar, blue means higher. Blue means going up. 1 minute buy signal, small arrow. I'm sorry, 2 minute. 1 minute is the dot. And then there's the 3 minute. So very simply, everything is blue. When you see everything blue, the dots, the arrows, the price bar, it knows as soon as that bar closes, you're a buyer. And if we're in this trade, you can see it's going up, up. Now we're looking for, by the way, at this time here, the stop is at the previous or second lower small blue dot under the price. So we can't lose on this trade. We're guaranteed a 15-point winner on that trade. Guaranteed, because that's where the stop is. But we get double green, we're gonna move the stop a little closer. Because when you get double green, it means it could pull back. Well, there's double green, and actually the stop's in the same place. And then we'd be stopped out right here. And if for any reason you didn't, you're certainly going to get out on the red bar. So that worked out okay. Picked up about 15 points on that. So that's a good one. 15 points for just a one-lot trader. It's $300. Okay, we're going to go short right here. I hate the long bar, but gotta do what it says. Instead of putting the stop above the top of the red dots, I just put it on the top of the red bar when you're that far away from the red dots. Okay, double green right here. You got to be at least 10 points in profit to use the double green. Let's see if we are 10. We went short here at 66. Double green right there is at 55. Okay, good. We picked up 11 points on that trade. So far doing good. No trade zone here. Triple confirmation sell, a buy signal right there. We're going to lose a little bit on that trade because it clearly goes under the blue dot to the previous low, small blue dot. Only about 5 points loser, but that is what it is. And I show it all. No winners, losers. We show it everything. That's a nice no trade zone. Again, that kept us out of trouble. There's a perfect triple confirmation buy signal. I mean, it's just absolutely, perfect as far as an able trend. Low risk triple agreement trade. 1 minute buy signal, 2 minute buy signal, 3 minute buy signal. There's your double green. Stop goes 2 points under, and a minute later you're stopped out over here. Right about 7:03, we went short at about, we'll call it 80. So that's another good one, 23-point winner. So yeah, looking good right now. 20.3-point winner. Had a 20-point winner. Had a 15-point winner. That's 57 points. And then we had a couple losing trades of about 5 or 10 points. So far doing good. Again, no trade zone in here. Kept us out of this sideways trouble. Triple confirmation sell signals right there. There's the big arrow. Got to have that big one. Have the small one. Don't need to be right on top of each other. One could come in a minute or two before. That's fine. But they all have to be on the chart to take the trade. They have to have printed on the chart to take the trade. So we take the trade right there. We're still in the trade. Stop at this point would be right there. Second higher row of red dots below the price. In this case, above the price. So minimum risk right now was only like less than 5 points. So we'll call it 5 points risk out on the red, on the bar trend's blue. Well, that's opposite. So we lost 2 or 3 points on that trade. Now let's even stretch it to say we lost 5. Obvious triple confirmation, obvious no trade zone right there. Suffer's telling us don't do anything. It's too risky to trade at this point. And then that's a perfect triple confirmation sell signal. At the close of that red bar, there's the red dot. Actually, it's this bar right here, sorry. There's your it's right there again. There's your 2 minute sell, there's your 3 minute sell, there's your 1 minute sell, all 3 time frames in agreement. I mean, that's the software just screaming at us, get short. The odds are greatly in favor. There's the 2 greens, stop goes a couple points above, another 15-point winner right there. So good day here today, as you can see. These are the exact trades. These are the exact chart you looked at when you were seeing this live. There's no switching signals. Once the 1 minute bar closes, it's final. Never, ever change. So hope this was helpful to analyze all the trades today. You can compare it to your charts, your trading, if you don't have Able Trend. If you do have Able Trend, I can give you a heads up. Once a year sale is going to be starting next week. If you're on a trial right now, you're going to be eligible for it. And even if you're not, I'll make it happen for you because it's coming up. We only do the sale once a year, and it's by far the lowest price of the year until January 1st. And every year the prices go higher. So just a heads up, perfect time of the year to get it, to try it. I'm here to help, do everything I can for you. I'm always at my desk all day long. Feel free to call, email, and most importantly, if you're on a trial, I'll do a 15-minute live trading session during the day when the market's open. I can teach you and show you more in 15 minutes. You can do on your own in the entire month. You only get one trial. Trials are just for new users only, so take advantage of it. It's been a fantastic year. I'm here to help. Whatever I can do for you, feel free to call or email. Thanks for being here, everyone. Have a good one and stay safe.